Fantastic human. Hello. Today we're diving into an app that has completely transformed the way I plan, take notes, and organize my life, but it has also put me through several stages of grief. So, let's break down what Superlist gets right, where it stumbles, and why I'm still using it against my better judgment. Superlist is a beautifully designed to-do app that feels more like a creative workspace than a task manager. It's elegant and powerful, running on macOS, iOS, iPadOS, and Android. There's a web version for Windows users, and that covers everyone. The pricing is straightforward. There is a free tier that limits you to 5 lists and a small number of collaborators, plus a 500 megabyte attachment cap with a 25 megabyte limit per file. The paid version is $5 a month, and if you want AI features, that jumps to $25 a month. Annual subscriptions bring the price down a bit. What's impressive is how generous the free tier is. You can genuinely push the app to its limits before deciding whether to commit. And trust me, you won't need long to see why people fall in love with it. Superlist's biggest strength is how natural and pressure-free it makes task management feel. You can add due dates, priorities, and tags, but you never feel forced into over-organizing your life. It lets you create tasks without guilt, without the sense that you're already behind, and without the rigid structure that most to-do apps impose. The reason behind that is the seamless blend of rich text notes with actionable tasks. Superlist is more of a note-taking app that allows you to also create tasks. So while creating tasks is its main feature, the developers have somehow managed to make it feel secondary and unimportant, yet available when you need it. You can write freely, brainstorm, outline, and then drop tasks directly into your writing without breaking your flow. It's the first app that genuinely merges planning and writing in a way that feels intuitive. And that is why I fell in love with it. The design is minimalist but powerful, the perfect ingredients for a brilliant app in 2026. Its rich text capabilities are strong that you sometimes forget you're inside a to-do app at all. You have headings, bullets and numberings, codes, photos, and pretty much any attachment you want in your tasks. And then there's the colorful, playful divider lines. These little visual touches that make the app feel alive and personal. I wish I could customize them, but the random selection also works great. Superlist is also incredibly consistent across platforms. Some actions feel more natural on mobile, others on desktop, but the overall experience is cohesive and thoughtfully designed. Drag and drop organization is effortless. I love its infinite columns that break down large tasks into smaller, manageable pieces. They keep everything in focus, so you don't lose track of how some piece of information is relevant. The organization system is equally impressive. You get an inbox for dumping ideas, smart lists that automatically collect your tasks, and real-time syncing that keeps everything up to date. Your meetings collect in their own section. Your favorite lists are easy to access. Whatever organization system you prefer, you have sections, lists, sub-lists, and tasks to organize all of it. The app also has tags, but what would you even need them for? The default smart lists are brilliant. They're all I've used so far. Never before have I used an app that makes tags feel redundant. Superlist does that. Collaboration in Superlist is exciting. You can build a team and work with guests by simply inviting them to your lists. Comments feel like texting or commenting on a social media post. which really feels like a breath of fresh air. I've never seen anything like this in a to-do app, especially comments. They're always complicated or unpleasant to deal with. Not only do you have them all at the bottom of your notes or tasks, you get real-time updates every time someone communicates with you. And there's a smart list for that too. Assigning tasks is instant. For me, Superlist managed to replace both Apple Notes and Apple Reminders, something no other app has ever done before. It brings planning, writing, and doing into one beautifully designed environment. I really love this app. No more going back and forth between two apps for a single task. I feel so much at peace just thinking about it. It is truly therapeutic. If this was all there was to say about Superlist, it would be unreal. Sadly, the world of apps is no fairy tale. Superlist is as frustrating as it is amazing. I'm not talking about small annoyances. It has those too, but no. I mean full-blown red flags, the kind so serious, it's honestly shocking this company is still operating. I'm not exaggerating. The biggest problem, a heinous crime against humanity itself, is the complete lack of a recovery system for deleted items. Superlist has no trash. This has been a common problem with most to-do apps, but not in 2026. I mean, even Apple Reminders now has a recycle bin. In Superlist, you get no version history, no backup of any kind, manual or automatic, and no way to recover anything you delete. I could live with that if deleting your notes wasn't so dangerously easy. A simple swipe and your work is gone forever. No prompt to warn you or ask you to confirm your action. Nothing. Just swipe and it's gone. I accidentally deleted a whole course plan on my Mac, trying to quickly go to something. Because the sync between devices is so good, it was gone that very second. With my devices being online and all. Gone. Forever. With absolutely no hope of getting them back. Not even the undo button could bring them back. For a productivity app in 2026, this is a shocking oversight. It's the kind of flaw that can instantly disqualify an app for anyone who values their work. And I'm one of those people. On to the smaller annoyances. No color for our text. I love me some color in my notes. It makes them that much easier to digest, but we don't have that in Superlist. Themes exist, but they're not the same as actual color options. And if you love color coding, you'll feel the limitation immediately. There are also no templates, not even custom ones. I use a lot of those, and I miss Apple Reminders once in a while because of that. You can duplicate lists as a workaround, but it's clunky and not a real solution. At least not in the way Superlist implements them anyway. There's also no grammar or spelling check either, which feels outdated for an app that encourages so much typing. I sometimes feel like my brain is overworking because I'm so used to spellcheck. It's such a useful feature when you're working with so much text. Dictation is too specific in Superlist, too task-focused. It assumes everything you dictate is a task, and the accuracy is noticeably worse than the native OS dictation, so it's not ideal for note-taking, which I found a bit strange. And then there's the missing undo icon on the iPhone and iPad. At one point, I genuinely convinced myself, okay, fine, I'll just type on mobile, no big deal. Because at least the iPhone and iPad version don't have that cursed swipe to delete gesture. You know, the one that murdered my previous notes on the Mac. In a weird, twisted way, that missing feature is actually a blessing. It's like the app saying, don't worry, I won't delete your stuff accidentally. But of course, the developers can't let me win. The mobile versions also don't have an undo button. So now I'm stuck choosing between two flavors of misery. Use the Mac and risk deleting my notes with a casual flick of a finger, or use my phone and lose the ability to undo literally anything. At this point, my option is to embrace my destiny. In 2 words, suffer life. Here's the truth. I should have abandoned Superlist the moment it deleted my notes. Any other app would have been instantly deleted. But I didn't, because the app is so good. Beautiful, smooth, satisfying. It's the first app that made tasks and notes feel like they belong together. It's everything I want in a productivity app, except for the part where it can permanently erase my work with a single swipe. So, would I recommend it to someone else? Absolutely not. Not until they add a trash bin, version history, backup, or literally any way to recover our work. If losing your notes is your personal nightmare, stay far, far away. For me, it's a gamble I'm willing to take for Superlist, not any other app. But I'm not dragging anyone else into this chaos with me. That is why I would not recommend it for anyone else. And that's it for Superlist, the app I both love and hate. Are any of you guys using it? Have any of you tried it? And until the next app, fantastic human, stay fantastic.